Mr. Moller, which is the job market situation at the moment in Germany?
At the moment, the job market situation is very, very favorable. We have a very low unemployment rate and a very high, one can say an all-time high of the employment figures.
And which kind of reforms did you need to reach this kind of level?
That's interesting because 15 years ago, Germany was called the sick man of the euro, and we had really big problems in the end of the 1990s. And then in 2003 to 2005, deep reforms were implemented on the labor market, and this really meant a complete switch of the labor market situation. We had 5 million unemployed people at that time, and now we have 2.8 unemployed people. So it's almost 50% of the initial situation. Also, long-term unemployment went down, and we have a rather favorable situation for youth unemployment. We have the lowest figures in Europe.
But can you individuate the stronger reform you had to improve the situation?
There were many aspects of the reform. I think one important thing was to make job placement and the Federal Labor Agency or the Federal Labor Services more efficient than it was before. That, I think, was an important point. But also, I think there was sort of carrot and stick approach. Carrot means training programs for the unemployed, or mobility programs to force regional mobility, for example, for the unemployed. On the stick side, there was some pressure also for the unemployed, so to accept jobs, for example. That was one of an important thing, and it worked. So it really meant that more of the unemployed went into jobs.
And thinking about Italy and Germany, can you individuate one big analogy, and one big difference in the labor market?
I think there's a big analogy between the two labor markets. We do not have a lot of fluctuation on the labor market, so the job tenure is quite high in both countries. For example, much higher than in Great Britain or in Denmark, for example. So that's a similarity, and I think it's a reasonable structure in order to get qualification within the firms and to stay long with the firms. That I think it's part of the German and I think the Italian success story.
And what about the difference?
The difference, I would say, it's especially in the educational system. We have the dual vocational training system for young people in Germany. More than 50% of the people were going through that system, and this does not exist in that form in Italy. I think that's one of the major differences.
And about youth guarantee, how does it work for the moment in Germany?
So I think main elements of a youth guarantee were already implemented before the EU directive on the youth guarantee. So there are special programs for young people, and within 3 months there has something has to happen in the employment services when a young worker is registered unemployed. So,
but did you already start?
We already started years ago with that, but but there's an implementation program for the recent EU directive. That's the dates from April 2014 this year. So, and there are a lot of additional aspects of the program.
And how is your institute involved in youth guarantee and in labor market reforms?
So we are a research institute, And we are affiliated to the Federal Employment Services, so we are not directly concerned with the implementation of the youth guarantee. But what we do is monitoring of what's going on with the program, and we deliver the statistics and the evaluation of the different elements of the reform, and we are designing programs for the future, so to speak.
Does the government use your numbers?
Yes, of course. We are very close to the government or to political decision makers. So,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.